MTN News, you're watching Montana This Morning.
High winds are making it a challenge for firefighters to battle the Bear Creek fire burning several miles west of Clark Canyon Reservoir.
Brightening up the intersections with rainbows. I'm Cody Boyer in Bozeman, working with 3 groups behind making crosswalks like this one all-inclusive.
Just ahead of 6:30 on this National Left-Handers Day.
It's National Left-Handers Day.
All right, congratulations.
I didn't know that. I am going to push the button with my left hand all the rest of the day.
And I'm going to read left-handed the whole rest of the show.
Okay, perfect.
My papa used to always say, I may be lefty, but I'm always right.
My father was left-handed as well. So.
Yeah, my mother-in-law is left-handed.
That's it.
So she can probably smack me around.
The only thing I do left-handed is deal cards, because my dad taught me how to do that.
Oh, really?
I can't.
Because that's the only way that you can draw it off the bottom.
I do everything primarily with my left.
That's a rumor, Matt. That's a rumor, yeah.
Right.
So happy day to you,
Thank
our left-handed partner.
you.
So.
Great day.
Yeah.
Temperatures are right now into the 40s, 42 degrees in Butte, 49 in Belgrade. It's a pleasant morning, mainly sunny skies over Bozeman. That's not the case everywhere. Temperatures should be into the mid to upper 70s. There's a little of that cloud cover in the mining city this morning. Our daytime temperatures are going to be cooler today. It'll also be a little breezy. We do have a warm up on the way. We'll break it all down coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you for that, Matt. We've been talking about it all morning. The Bear Creek fire takes a big jump in size.
MTN's John Amy has our update.
The Bear Creek wildfire burning southwest of Dillon started Tuesday as a cub, but quickly turned into a beast.
The wind is kicking up this morning and this afternoon. We're anticipating another tough day out there.
In just 24 hours, the fire quickly spread to more than 1,500 acres. It's located in a very remote part of the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest, about 20 miles west of the Clark Canyon Reservoir. It's a very challenging fire to fight.
Low access to it, there's not a lot of roads in there. The fuels, heavy fuel loading, and the weather. Just we couldn't fly aircraft yesterday because of the wind. It wasn't safe for the pilots to be up there.
2 planes and 4 helicopters were in use Wednesday to dump water on the fire, as well as 3 hotshot crews working it from the ground. Officials expect the fire will continue to grow as weather conditions and an abundance of fuels will continue to feed the flames.
Not a lot of precip in the future in the next 7-day outlook. So, and the remoteness and ruggedness of the terrain, it's concerning to get firefighters up there safe.
Near Dillon, John Amy, MTN News.
Now, just to show you how weather has played a role in that, since John's report, that fire has grown to 5,000 acres.
Crews are also battling another wildfire in a remote area of the SWAN mountain range. That's the Lion Creek fire. It's burning in heavy fuels on steep slopes. That blaze is burning about a mile outside of the Bob Marshall Wilderness. The cause still unknown, which was last estimated at 75 acres, remains under investigation.
Other headlines this morning. Today, the Fish Wildlife Commission will hear petitions about recreation and management of the Madison River. The commission will hear 2 petitions, one from the Fishing Outfitters Association of Montana, another from the George Grant chapter of Trout Unlimited, along with the Anaconda Sportsmen's Association and Skyline Sportsmen. Both petitions are requesting rules making to address recreation and management of the Madison River. Commissioners can approve or deny requests for rulemaking from the petitions. A meeting begins at 8:30 in the morning, will be hosted on Zoom. You can find a link to the petitions and the Zoom meeting by visiting our website.
2 more people are now dead from COVID-19 in Montana. That brings the number of people killed by the virus to 80. One of those deaths is in Flathead County, the other in Yellowstone. 175 new cases are in the latest state health department report. That includes Yellowstone County with 75 cases. Gallatin County has an additional 12 new cases. The Gallatin City County Health Department reports a couple of hours after the state and has 10 new cases, which includes 2 that were reassigned to Gallatin County. Butte-Silverboe County adds 1 new case for 102 total. The number of people in hospitals around the state jumped to 97 people.
Related story, 4 soldiers at the Montana Army National Guard base outside of Helena have tested positive for COVID-19. They were part of the same fly crew. Master Sergeant Michael Touche told MTN contact tracing also identified 17 other people who came into contact with the infected guardsmen over the past 2 weeks. All those tests came back negative, but a few of those people have been recommended to quarantine by the Lewis and Clark County Health Department.
And influenza vaccines began appearing at pharmacies in Montana with no immediate end in sight for the COVID-19 pandemic. Health experts say it's more important than ever to get your flu shot this year. The Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services are recommending the general public to get an influenza vaccine during September or October this year and not wait until flu season actually arrives. Any flu season has the chance of stressing the healthcare system with related hospitalizations. Combined with COVID-19, it could overburden hospitals and other healthcare workers currently responding to COVID.
It's going to be really important this year, as we move into a flu season where we're really trying to protect ourselves, but more importantly, getting a flu vaccine can help protect those around us. And so I would encourage everyone to do it, even if you feel like you don't get sick every year or you've never had the flu. Consider those around you and taking that flu vaccine to help protect everyone else.
DPHHS says anyone over 6 months old should get their flu shot this year if they're able to. The state provides assistance for qualifying families to get children vaccinated at no cost.
Well, Montana economists predict unemployment rates will improve when students go back to school. Barbara Wagner is the chief economist with Montana Department of Labor and Industry, says in some districts, schools are the biggest employer. Wagner says last year, Montana public schools employed around 26,000 people. She says it doubles to almost 40,000 when adding private schools and universities. So, schools reopening allows some parents to return to work.
We know that there's 100,000 kids whose only parent is in the workforce. So when schools closed, those parents needed to figure something else out, right? They had to take time off work. Maybe the kids went to grandma's.
Overall, Wagner says Montana's economy is recovering well compared to the rest of the United States. She says Montana sits at 7.1% unemployed, country sitting around 10 for the month of July.
The two downtown Bozeman intersections are about to undergo a unique transformation. Not in construction, but with bright colors that stand for something much bigger. MTN's Cody Boyer explains why you'll see rainbows soon when crossing the street.
When it comes to sending powerful messages, sometimes a little goes a long way. And for these two crosswalk intersections in Bozeman, 3 groups are making that happen with using all colors of the rainbow.
It's going to be bright, it's going to be bold, it's going to add something to our already really beautiful community.
To us, crosswalks are ways to cross the street. In Bozeman, 8 crosswalks are about to be given a new meaning, and brightly so.
The rainbow in itself has been a bold symbol of inclusivity and pride. That's something that's really important to us as a community.
Christopher Coburn, a board member for Gender Equality Montana, says the colors stand for the LGBTQ community and beyond.
I think that this powerful symbol will make the feeling that I have about living here something that other people can maybe tap into and experience.
So, the GEM board teamed up with the Downtown Bozeman Partnership and the City of Bozeman. And in just days, these intersections will transform with some added colors.
The light blue, pink, and white colors are specifically referencing and acknowledging trans or gender nonconforming individuals. And the black and brown stripes are meant to remind us all that there are certain factors about their lives that might make it easier or harder for them to be accepted or be included.
Around 100 organizations and local businesses signed in support of the project. Bozeman City Manager Jeff Mihalik agrees. A little color will go that distance.
A lot of people in the city of Bozeman crave diversity. However anybody identifies themselves, they want them to feel respected here.
In a way, these crosswalks still exist for us to cross the road. But now, these will mean crossing more kinds of roads than concrete ones.
This community sees me, this community supports me, this community is my community.
In Bozeman, Cody Boyer, MTN News.
The project starts up in full tomorrow and should be all done by Friday, weather permitting. That is awesome.
That is cool.
I'm excited to see those.
Can't wait to
be
see how
finished.
that's all going to unfold. It'll be nice.
Very cool.
Yep.
6:38 now. Firenadoes swirling around a big blaze near LA this morning. Coming up, that wildfire exploded in size in just 12 hours. First, though, here's a look at what's coming up at 7 o'clock on CBS This Morning.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS this morning, the Trump administration offers more help for schools to reopen as soon as possible. We'll ask Dr. David Agus if that is a reality. Also, businesses in college towns brace for the potential of a fall without football. James Brown joins us with the far-reaching impact of a postponed or canceled college football season. And in our More Perfect Union series, meet the 8-year-old artist whose drawings of healthcare heroes are helping ease the nationwide PPE shortage. We'll see you at 7.